Fellows program has given us just an opportunity to step back and evaluate where we are in terms of what we collect for data and how we use our data. And it's also given us an opportunity to improve how we share that story.
And I feel like I've gained a lot more skills and a lot more knowledge about what it takes to tell the story of the work that our organization is doing and to focus that information on the audiences that care about that information.
We wanted to get better at measuring outcomes and output, and then also making sure that we have meaningful targets that we have within our different programs. And I would definitely say just being able to come up with a better system for how we track and keep data.
We've begun to work on our data strategy, and we're excited to be learning more about the logic models and CQI plans and how we're going to implement them for our entire team.
We've created a logic model that we're already using with grant applications and grant reporting, which has been extremely helpful. We've also strengthened our data dictionary, which has helped our client services team and community engagement team in capturing our data more comprehensively.
We are thinking about long-term effects for our clients, and how does that equate into the logic model.
We've really dug into our really complex logic model and really tried to create through lines between the work that we're doing, the activities and the outputs that we're producing, and how those activities really connect to our goals of our organization and the mission that we're trying to achieve.
Our organization has been able to improve our processes in regards to our data intake and our data delivery models and our reporting models. Our organization has been able to gain a further insight of how to build a confident culture around data with our staff and understanding the metrics and how to read our key performance indicators.
The fellowship has given us an opportunity to kind of evaluate the data that we do have, and it has offered us the opportunity to put structure around it and really give it a trajectory, and it's also given us permission to simplify.
It's always nice to be away from the day-to-day of being in the office or being in the farm, and then kind of working with other like-minded peers and kind of learning more about their organizations and their challenges as well. I think that's been kind of quite inspirational, just learning about different models and different things that everybody's doing.
We have already started to brainstorm how we can standardize our workflows across our programs and how we can just better visualize and share our data.
So far, Vision Galveston has been able to develop a really amazing logic model for all of our programs, as well as different strategies and metrics for collecting data and starting to think about how we can visualize it in the most effective way.
For my colleague, as someone who works directly in data, I could see her take this information and develop new perspectives on our current data strategies. But for myself, someone who doesn't work directly in data, it was very eye-opening to see how essential it is, not just for reporting, but also how we grow and how we can strengthen our programs where needed.
When we started the process of outlining a CQI, continuous quality improvement plan, and then also as well taking those data strategies and bringing them into our day program. And we've started the process of using day program as a model for the rest of our company to follow with the data practices, with the continuous quality improvement plan, and with a way to transform that data into charts, graphs, and stories that we can use to share with our community.
What we've really gotten out of it, I think, is that me and my colleague Grace, we see it completely differently. And so she has a sort of, because of her role, she sees it in a really big picture way, and then I'm more on the day-to-day sort of data practice side. And but instead of it being a problem, it's complemented each other perfectly. Seeing it in those different perspectives, I've learned a lot from Grace, and I think hopefully she's learned something from me too. So it's strengthened how we work together.
Our team is already committed to developing logic models for our programs and to building a new system within our existing project management software to more intentionally track our KPIs, our OKRs, and our outcomes and the outcomes that we're having on the impact that we're having on our partners.